Alright, let's go on. And I also have this little bottle. It's a Pelican Tusche drawing ink. Oops. It's got this little thing which separated from the cap, so things are going to get messy now, which they have to with ink, right? Okay. This bottle is also not ideal for dipping. The opening is tiny. So that means I'm getting my holder dirty and my fingers and everything else. Okay, so this is the Pelican. And it's also lovely. I do notice that for some reason I'm putting more pressure on it. I wonder why. Oh, I'm so afraid to dip here. Onto the little maru. Okay, and I got it dirty again, the holder I mean. Okay, don't worry, we don't have a lot left. My collection isn't that big. I should change my paper towel. Okay, now we're on to some color. Let's start two Winsor Newton ones. First is these little bottles. I used to love these years ago. I would paint with a little brush. I would paint with them. And this one is Carmine, which is a color I love. This specific one is a different tone than the one I'm used to, more pinkish. Let's try it. Also not the optimal opening. Have to be really careful. And I'll switch the paper. Oh wait, look at this. Look, I just noticed. Can you see what happened to the Noodler's Lexington? Do you see the blue all around? And look at my mixture right by it. No feathering at all. That's Gum Arabic. This one is Winsor Newton. I had another one that's by a company called Mir, M-I-R, which was beautiful as well. Worked perfectly. Okay, so this is WN. Carmine. Again, it feels, oh, where are you? I'm so sorry about this. Has it dried? Okay, this should be enough. I must tilt my paper so I'm in a good angle, which I'm not. Okay, now I'm using a kind of a Windex in order to clean the nibs, and they give it gives a very thorough clean. I have it in a little spray bottle. I still have some grey or black here, which is probably why the color... Oh, look, it's feathering as well. Can you see? Let's give it a bit more time and I think it will be more pronounced. That's a shame, because this paper is... most of the inks you can see are performing very well on it. Okay, another ink I wanted to try the fine lines of the maru nib. That's my leaf. Now I'm going, hope it's all dry here. Not very happy with this one, I have to say. Okay. Another Winsor Newton ink that I have is a calligraphy ink. That's what it's called, calligraphy ink. And this one is purple. Again, not very happy with the bottle. It's very deep and the opening is quite narrow, so I have to be very careful. Okay, this one feels very different to the other. It feels very nice, but I think it's also feathering. I have to dip again, I don't want to. I'll stop. Finish with the maru. I know Winsor Newton are a very big brand and they have a very good reputation, but honestly there is not one product of theirs that I've tried that I absolutely love. Not paper, not inks, not watercolors. What else have I tried? Not the masking fluid. The Gum Arabic is alright, but nothing outstanding really. I don't want to put my white holder in it, so I'm skipping the calligraphy ink. Okay, so I have two more little jars that I can try, that are my own mixtures. The first one is all sorts of inks and gum arabic and water. This should have a grey purplish tone. And you can maybe see how the mixtures that I made with the gum arabic give me much thinner lines than some of the inks. I know some of these inks are meant to be used in a fountain pen, and that's why they are much more liquid, so they are more finely grained, I think, and then they don't clog the mechanism of the fountain pen. But I'm using dip pens, I don't care about that. Sorry, movie stopped. I probably, in this mixture, probably have the platinum carbon ink with a bit of the purple calligraphy ink and a lot of water and gum arabic. And you should also know that the more gum arabic you use, the longer the drying time is. So with my walnut mixture that I love, it feels tacky more than 24 hours later sometimes. Oh, I love this. It's beautiful, isn't it? And look at this color. Someone should have made this ink. This one. I love it. Okay. Next is a scary little jar. And this one is a wilder mixture. And it separates, so it looks horrible. And it smells kind of bad as well. This has ink and gouache and water and gum arabic, and I used it just for practicing a lot, and that's why this color is a little ugly, because I used mixtures that I already had just to get a good consistency that wouldn't bleed. Okay. I can try the arrow for this one. I'm getting a lot of color out, probably too much. Okay, and I should try the zebra arrow, the zebra G-nib with it. The thing about the zebra G is that I've used it so much lately that I've gotten to know it very well, so I'm more aware of differences with it. This is the mix. Oh, I can get really fine lines with it. It's nice. But you can see the consistency isn't it's not flowing at all. And I also see color separations, so bits that are more grayish and bits that are more purplish, and that's probably because I have a lot of different sizes of grains in it, a lot of materials. Still, I was writing with this on plain paper and it performed beautifully. For training, that's all I needed. Really fine lines, but not consistent at all. Maybe this stood for too long and I just need to add some water to it. Okay, now the only thing I want to try is the colored pencils. I'll just I'll use the Kaimei just to draw some leaves that I can color. And while I'm waiting for that to dry, I can maybe have a look and see what's going on. So the arrow, I think it's very obvious now, the bleeding, the light blue bleeding. I think that's the only one that that bled as much. I'm not very happy with the Winsor Newton Carmine. I can see a little bit of feathering here as well. Yeah. And my gouache mixture is taking ages to dry. Let's see if we have some nice shine here on something. We have some shine on the platinum here. You can see it, right? I'll touch it. It's not tacky. It's just shiny. Speedball doesn't have any shine. The Kaimei does have a bit. It's this one. Hope you can see it on the leaf. Yeah, you can see. Speedball, no. And the Pelican, no. And I actually like the shine, to be honest. I like it. I do. Okay. So these should be not dry yet. I can risk it with this one. So these are Faber Castell Polychromos pencils. I have here the light cobalt turquoise. Light cobalt turquoise, it's number 154. I buy these separately. I recommend buying separately if you can, and not getting a box. I know the box is very exciting. I have quite a few of boxes of assorted colors of different materials, and if you can pick your own shades, I think the price is more reasonable, and you can get shades that you might use more. And okay, next one is Cobalt Green, and this is 156. I also have this Pthalo Blue, 110. Red Violet, 194. And Terracotta, 186, which is a new favorite of mine. And this combination you might see a lot in my artworks, because I'm a little obsessed with it for quite a while now. Maybe soon you will see why. Let's make this area lighter. The pencils feel very nice on the paper. In some of the papers I tried to use my colored pencils on, I needed to make a lot of layers, and I know colored pencils are all about layering, but I just don't have the patience for 3, 4, 5 layers just to get an even coat. And so it was very tiresome for me. And one possibility, if the paper is thick enough, you can just use a bit of watercolor wash underneath, and then the watercolor takes the colored pencils very well. Another possibility is to use the Hahnemuhle Nostalgie paper, this one, which is wonderful. By the way, just in case, I'm not affiliated with anyone. I buy these materials with my own hard-earned money, and nobody sends me gifts, and I say my honest opinion. Now look at the beautiful terracotta. It's both brown and yellowish orangey, and even golden and mustardy, and it's just a beautiful shade in my opinion. I don't know how I lived without it. And you can see with just one layer I'm getting very nice coverage. Okay, and this red violet is also a color I enjoy a whole lot. It complements a lot of other colors as well. So yes, I am in the beginning of my love affair with the Hahnemuhle Nostalgie paper, and I'm going to use it a lot. First of all, because I enjoy it so much. Second, I have quite a bit of paper and I'm feeling very, very lucky at the moment. I hope this helped you decide on some paper choices, on some ink choices, maybe colored pencil choices, and that it wasn't too long or too boring. Thank you very much. Bye, see you soon.